Hi guys, it's me Vincent. I'm back with a new video, and today we'll be talking about perfumes that I hold very close to my heart. I like to call them the Rarities. This is the Rarities part 1. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you want to see more content on perfume reviews. And as I said in the last videos, new content on its way, fragrance and friends, interviews with friends that I'll do, and I cannot wait to see how it turns out to be. So please guys, stay tuned. Alright, so today I would love very much to share with you guys the Rarities, which is a very tiny collection of perfumes that I have and that I had for a long time in my life. These are perfumes that I call the Rarities because they're not to be found everywhere, but also because they hold a very special scent. And these are perfumes that I just grew up with, you know, they came with me along the way. And each of them has a very special and very singular story behind it, so I thought it would be nice to share this with you guys. I'm gonna show you in my bathroom. So these are actually the Rarities. This is the selection that I've prepared for today. So I will introduce each one of them one by one, and I will tell you the story that each one of them has. They are very much different because they do not belong all to the same family of fragrances, but they have all very different special scents. And as I said, these are perfumes that you can't find everywhere because it's been a long time that I have them. Yeah, they're very rare, but they hold a very special meaning to my heart. So that's why I really wanted to share that with you guys today. So first of all, before starting this video, I would like to say thank you so much to all those who watch my videos and who liked, who commented. It means a lot to me, so thank you so much for the support. This is really great to see that I gain views every day. Of course, that I have a proper job in PR, but also, you know, I'm doing this thing, this adventure, this digital adventure on YouTube, talking about my passion, perfumes, and the art of wearing perfume. There's perfume, but there's also the power of perfume and the craftsmanship behind it, and the raw materials. And as I'm very curious to discover more and more raw materials, I guess this is the drive, you know, for this channel. Let's say in advance thank you to the guests that will be featured on my show, Fragrance and Friends. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much for taking time to, you know, doing this job with me, and I just really hope that you guys will like and you guys will learn, because, you know, it's all about learning from each other and connect with each other. So thank you. As I said, today we're going to talk about the Rarities. This is Rarities part 1. I decided to introduce 6 perfumes, 6 fragrances that I grew up with that really, you know, just really were part of my life and at different phases of my life. And all this goes to show that perfumes have always had a very strong presence in my life. You know, my mom is the person who introduced me to perfume. She gave me my first perfume, I believe, when I was 5 years old. And it was a Hugo Boss. I remember that. It was Hugo Boss. Oh no, it was Lacoste. Yeah, my first fragrance was Lacoste. So it's a French sport brand. And then she gave me Hugo Boss. And then she introduced me to Chanel. And I remember that I wore Chanel Allure Homme for even like a decade or something like that when I was in middle school. And then she introduced me to one of those 6 that I have today that really changed the course of my passion for perfume. And I can say that this particular perfume was the trigger of me liking perfume and just really getting into it. Don't be surprised if you go online and you try to search for those, you can't find them. It's actually because these are, you know, special editions, or I don't know, like very special scents that they just were discontinued and they're not on the market anymore, which I think it's a pity because they're very, very interesting. And I like to keep them as a collection, which means that I keep them in my bathroom. I never use them because, as you can see, they're quite empty, obviously, almost. This one is almost empty. And I don't want to lose them, you know, I really want to keep them in my collection. I don't use them, I keep them in my bathroom as a decoration thing, and I like to wake up every morning and to see them, you know, aligned and, you know, looking great. So yeah, I do not wear them, or if I do wear them, then it will have to be a very special occasion. What I do is that I go to smell them time to time because they hold so special memories to me. So I can smell them like that, but I never waste them. I don't want them to be empty. We can start now. So I will start with the start. So this is Midnight in Paris by Van Cleef and Arpels. And this is the perfume that my mom offered me when I was in high school. It was graduation year. And actually, it was a gift that her perfumer gave her. Because my mom, you have to know that, my mom is a perfume client. Like, she used to go to perfume store every week to get her Chanel perfume because my mom is a Chanel addict. And as a reward, you know, the sales assistant gave her this one as a gift. So she decided to hand it to me, and she told me in advance, you have to try it. It smells divine. I'm pretty sure that you're gonna like it. And it's by Van Cleef and Arpels, which is a high jewelry brand, which at the time I didn't know, you know. And this is actually, this perfume is a big trigger in my life because it was my first introduction to luxury. You know, I didn't know Van Cleef and Arpels. I lived in the island, so we don't have that around us very much. And the only luxury thing that I knew was my mom's stuff. My mom is a Chanel client, so I knew that Chanel was, you know, it was Carl. But I didn't know much about it. And the day she gave me this perfume, that's when I started doing some research on the brand. I started like really interesting myself to La Place Vendôme, Paris, high jewelry, watches, and also the fact that this perfume is so strong. And it was eau de parfum. So when I got this perfume, that's when actually I noticed that there's a difference between eau de toilette and eau de parfum. And so that was like a trigger, you know, it really was a huge milestone in my luxury knowledge. And that's why this perfume is so special to me, because every time that I smell it, it takes me back to my high school year when I graduated. Every time that I smell this perfume, it's crazy, the power of perfume, but it takes me back to that. And I do not remember quite well the notes, but I know that there's some kind of patchouli, and it's a very warm and oriental perfume. And every time that I used to wear it in the island, everybody would ask me, what do you wear? Because as you can imagine, in the island, people, they just wear generic stuff. They don't know, you know, they don't have a developed knowledge of perfume. So every time that I used to wear that, obviously, it got tables turned. And everybody would just ask me, what are you wearing, you know? This is Van Cleef & Arpels, Midnight in Paris. And you know, this perfume also is kind of spiritually, emotionally talking to me, because I got this perfume when I was 17. And it already said Midnight in Paris. It's crazy how full circle things got. You know, this perfume, I feel like it was like a stone on my path, announcing, foreshadowing that I would go in Paris, I would study luxury. I don't know, maybe I'm making this up, but I don't know. To me, it's kind of it's a big coincidence. And to see that I got this perfume at 17, on the verge of graduating high school, and it says Midnight in Paris, I don't know, it's very strange. Another thing that I would like to mention is, as I told you, this is thanks to this perfume that I got the introduction to luxury items and stuff. And when I went on the website, I saw that Midnight in Paris is also a jewelry and a watch collection. So Van Cleef & Arpels, they do have a watch collection that's, you know, belong to the Midnight in Paris collection. I think it's Complication Poétique. And if you go on the website, you'll see that the bottle. So first of all, let's talk about the design. It's genuinely amazing. This cap reminds us of La Place Vendôme, and you have the constellation. If you go on the website of Van Cleef & Arpels, you'll see that they have a watch that belongs to the high watch craft. And they have a watch that, you know, is inspired by this design. And I've tried this watch, you know, it's crazy, but I went back to the store last year in Paris, in Place Vendôme, and I brought my bottle of perfume and I said to the woman, can I have the watch that matches this perfume bottle? Even though I know this perfume is discontinued, that's a very important information. This perfume has been discontinued. It's no longer on the market. You can't find it anywhere. I've tried so many years, but no, I don't know why they stopped. But I went to the store, I'll show you the picture here, and I tried the watch, and the watch has exactly the same design as the bottle. This design is just wow, I love it very much. I love, you know, the poetry and the colors. You know, it's very, very romantic, it's very nice. I just love it very much. This perfume, it's a beautiful decoration object, but also the story behind it, it's just, you know, my life, pretty much. So yeah, that one was a very special one that I wanted to start with. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to push the button like if you like this video.